Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going through my round 13 AFL Fantasy team reveal, in which I scored a 1985 and a round rank of 14,437, and I did drop I think roughly 200 in the rankings, which I don't think is too bad. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks when we get when a lot of people still have round 14 and 15 guys to go on the bye, that I can catch up a little bit, as I believe I should be having 22 on each week, but hopefully that is the case, and if not, maybe 21, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But anyway, before we jump into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into this video. Oopsie, wrong key, that one, I meant that one. There we go. So 1985, the first score that comes as a little bit of a surprise was Nick Dacos. 62 did get injured, did have the tag. So once the tag was sort of announced, I thought, oh, this is probably going to be an 80 or 90 game for Nick Dacos, and ended up getting injured at three-quarter or just on three-quarter time, and ended up on a 62. He's fine, no injury list report, so he should be fine. Harry Sheasel 104 again, just putting in the scores for North, I guess, and we're just waiting for Colby McKercher to be back. I would like Colby McKercher to be back this week, honestly, just because I need a sort of defender in that price range. But it doesn't look like he will be, I'm pretty sure, just because of the injury list. Let me just go to injury list. Here we go. Let's scroll down to North Melbourne. You've got Colby McKercher 2 weeks chance next week, and also Griffin Logue a chance next week, which would knock out, I think, Dawson. Will Dawson indefinite. And also, yeah, no one else here really noticeable. And yeah, so that is that for North. Nick Martin 120, he butchered the ball, but at least got the points, which is good. Jack Crisp 104, he's been really good since he's come in, and I just want to check the Collingwood midfield because he was based on an injury that he was in there, and you've still got, these guys don't matter, Dacos, Nick Dacos a test actually, but yeah, they're confident he'll be available. And if he isn't available, then, I mean, that sucks, but it should also just even more help Jack Crisp. Jordan De Goey, 2 weeks still, so that's good. Elliot Long, Ned Long, 2 weeks, that still helps as well. Tom Mitchell, 5 to 7, that helps. Scotty Pendlebury and Joe Richards, 2 weeks still away, so that also helps Jack Crisp as well. So yeah, all positive signs, I would say. Lockie Whitfield 123, he really dominated, and yeah, just glad that I have him in the end. It's sort of a 1 week on, 1 week off with Lockie. It's a love-hate relationship, and I'm waiting for the hurt to happen in round 15 because yeah, that's gonna really suck there, that one there. As they're gonna tag him to probably a 60 or 70. Sam Closey 55, yeah, for all that happened in the Gold Coast game, for the wingers not to get any points was pretty surprising. So yeah, I was surprised that Closey didn't get any points, and yeah, really hoped that he would get up to his break even, because that would have helped me get up to what I wanted out of I guess Clark, and I also wanted Clark and Cherry, but they all both went well, Clark was on the bye, but Cherry went nuts, and so that sort of limited that. Then obviously you have Hayden Young on the bye, and Zach Reid has re-injured himself, so he looks like a bust. But at least we get him min price next year, which will be good, as hopefully he'll be back and fit next year, because 200k for Zach Reid for a defender that probably is going to play will be good, as I think if he plays, he should be able to average like 60 next year, 55 next year, and 55 or 60 next year for a defender at 200k is a pretty good thing. We saw that with sort of Wilmot last year as well, when he came off, was it last year or was it this year? He was 200k, I think it was last year, and yeah, he just sort of put in 60 to 80s and got his way up to like 400 or 500k, I'm pretty sure, maybe even higher, and then we just basically traded him about now, this time last year, and it worked. Bontempelli 93, he got tagged and he kicked 3 goals in the end, and yeah, it's just such a love-hate relationship again, another one. And yeah, just really annoying, honestly. So yeah, we'll see with Bont's obviously going to stay, but I'm just making almost plans for next year at this point. Jack Steele, 84. I really should have thought about even trading him out. He's just not really hitting the straps with the marks anymore. So I'm worried that he does it against Brisbane, but he might be the way that I get Tua to someone big. Honestly, that could be the way that I get to like a Jordan Clark from a Jack Steele. And then just upgrade around him, as I do need to sort of change out the midfielders. So we'll see about that. Jack Steele could be on the chopping block if it works for me. Errol Gordon, what a trade in. Wish I had done this also in Supercoach, as it would have solved a lot of problems, as he is now really getting up there expensive in Supercoach. But yeah, 151 from him, he was massive, and he could go on that buy stretch after buy stretch where he just goes nuts that we've seen in the past. Tom Green, 77, this was a failed trade in, especially those who went Sharp to Green. I know a lot of people did that. A lot of people did find the smarter move of Wilson to Green that I think I did effectively. Tom Green, 77, he just doesn't look in himself, and he's going to be so unders next year that you're going to almost have to pick him at 94. But man, he's going to be so much unders, as he's just lost his touch, honestly. I don't know what it is that he's really lost. He's not really giving away free kicks to lower his score. He isn't really, I would say, doing too much non-disposal wise that's lowering his score. I think it is just the non-disposal work here. 5, 6, 4, 6, 0, 10, 19, 3, 11, 9, 14, 10. So yeah, I think it's just his non-disposal work where he's 4 or 5 down on it, and a little bit down on his disposal work, but not terribly much. So I think it is just the non-disposal work that is killing his scoring. Clayton Oliver, 67. Wow, this was even worse. 3 free kicks against doesn't help. He has just become utterly poor. And yeah, that was a failed trade in. Next year will be fun with him because he's going to be 80 odd average, and you're obviously going to pick him at 80 odd just because he'll have a full preseason. I think he'll be the one to pick next year, but this year it's just not working out. He seems slow and everything, and that Melbourne midfield just looks so, for all the names that they've got in there, it looks so poor. Tom Powell, 70, again, just another sort of primo mid-pricer, really, that looks like a primo. Lockie Sullivan didn't really do anything until the last quarter. Joel Frazier didn't really get anything going, so he got to a 40, so that was just a couple of dropout scores. Gawn, 148, he was absolutely amazing and pretty much saved this round. And then Moyle, 77, probably going to go this week now that he's on the bye. Jared Witt's back next week. He looked all right, but really didn't get going in the first couple of quarters against Romo, and dominated the last, but yeah, other than that, didn't do anything. Sam Flanders, 163, he just kicked the ball about and ran to try and get more disposals, but realistically, was he any impact on the game? No. So yeah, we just got to find that St Kilda matchup. Who do they play this week? They play Brisbane, so yeah, if I had Zorko, I'd probably be captaining him, but I don't have Zorko, so I'll be probably VCing him in... I'll definitely be VCing him in Supercoach because Zorko is Zorko and he'll go off. But yeah, they'll just let the back half guys just go off St Kilda, as they always do. Isaac Heaney, 108, he was pretty big. Will probably get 2 votes, even though Brownlow Predict, as we said yesterday, isn't giving him a vote. I reckon he'll get 2 votes. He'll be roughly 5 or 6 in the league, in the lead, and effectively have a game in hand on pretty much all the guys behind him, except for Caleb Sarong. So he's in prime position there. He's in prime position in the coach's vote as well. So hopefully he can just keep on pushing on. Zach Fisher, 115. He, again, just racked it up behind the ball. And yeah, 115, huge numbers. I wish I had gone Sexton and then gone Fisher last week, because that would have saved me from going the obvious Tom Green. But yeah, at least we got Fisher. Dylan Moore, 83. He, again, scored all right. 83 is sort of a pass mark. And then Jack McRae, yeah, 64. Not really anything, I guess. It's just sort of there or thereabouts. And I mean, it's really just a fail at the end of the day for a primo, because you got guys like Billy Dowling who outscored him massively, and yeah, really liked Billy Dowling's game. And I feel like Billy Dowling could actually get a lot of the ball because he's probably going to be on the same wing as the likes of Errol Goulden. So that's probably going to lead to a lot more contests and a lot more marks, I would say. So yeah, that pretty much is the video there. A very short one. Hopefully with I need to go back through my trades and look at potential Jack Steele trades. because yeah, I would like to take advantage of that value that he's got. But yeah, that's pretty much the video there, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one, which will be cash cows and trade targets for round 14. Bye guys.